Hi, I'm Tim Schafer, the president of Double Fine Productions, and a while back we went to Kickstarter with an idea for an adventure game, and it did really well and it broke a bunch of records, and that game actually happened, and it's called Broken Age, and now it has come to the iPad, and it looks amazing. From the start, I wanted Broken Age to feel like a living painting, like a storybook come to life, and we put a lot of thought into making this version an excellent fit for the iPad.
When we started Broken Age, we sat down and looked at all the platforms that we'd be shipping the game on, and all the resolutions of the screens. And so for the iPad version, we authored all of the art at higher than Retina resolution. So if you're fortunate enough to have one of these with a Retina screen, you're going to see the art as close to one-to-one as possible on any of the platforms. So it looks really crisp, and the colors and saturation are really good. And in my opinion, I think it's actually the best looking platform. One of the things we didn't want to do was ship the iPad version with black bars on the top and bottom. And although the gameplay critical information is still in the center of the screen, just by going and painting in extra bits of sky, a few more foreground details, little things like that just make the world feel just that much more alive.
It's interesting because architecturally the iPad and the PC are actually quite different, especially when it comes to the graphics card. There's actually a lot of really dynamic elements going on. You can see a lot of very subtle things in the background, like fog moving, little birds, and water splashing against the cliffs, or like, you know, the kind of tractor beam. The game actually runs very well on everything from iPad 2 up to the latest iPad Air.
And we wanted to give you feedback about where it is that you clicked, and so you see this little ripple that plays just to acknowledge that you've interacted with the screen somehow. We wanted to make sure that the player had information that we have available for the PC version, where you have a cursor where if you mouse over certain kind of hotspots in the scene, the cursor changes so that the player knows, oh, that there's something special going on there. If I click there, or if maybe I use an item, I'll get some special reaction. A player on the iPad has no way of actually identifying it. They can either swipe their finger across the scene like this, or if they want kind of a fast exploration of exactly where all the hot spots are, we have this little feature, the eyeball, where you click on there and it'll just highlight in kind of the same way everything that's available. To some extent, seeing a cursor on screen takes you out of the world a little bit, but looking at this on an iPad like kind of makes you feel like you're watching kind of an interactive movie, and you can, you know, actually manipulate things in it.
Can't believe she'd leave something this dangerous lying around.
What's that?
Nothing.
Will you help me kill Magshatra?
Sorry, conscientious objector. But I'm not using my axe.
There's not going to be any timers or ads. There's definitely not going to be any digital currency. Although I tried to pitch the idea of pay per puzzle, but nobody went for it. Maybe next time. What you do get is an adventure game in a classic point-and-click style with a full professional voice cast and a symphonic score. We even implemented cross-platform saves so you can continue your game from the desktop version while you're on the go. I'm really happy with how the game turned out on iPad, and I hope it's something that you will enjoy either by yourself or with your loved ones.
Tap it. There you go.